Hello again, and welcome back. Oops, stuck on the log. So we just cultivated our field, got that all hooked up and sorted. Gonna put down some seed and get this field underway. We don't have a roller yet, but there is a couple of cheap ones we can find. Sure, that's not going to be a major issue. And I think this is actually like a direct drill. Anyway, I didn't really have to cultivate it, but I just wanted to get it done. Make it a bit neater and tidier. This does throw down fertilizer and seed all in one go. So we don't have to worry about fertilization for a couple of days. I might have missed some up here. We'll find out if this seed's over the top or not. But yeah, this thing, what was it, 5 meters or something? This field's probably a little bit big. If you're looking to get it done in a hurry, you could go bigger, but you know we're limited on power. Even towing that cultivator, this tractor, she was struggling, had wheels spinning all over the place. You might not be able to see it in the time lapse. But at some points there, we were doing 3, 4, 5 kilometers an hour, so it got it done, but it was painful. And the thing is too, you know, as we start expanding, if we want to move our farm to a different position, we could always sell this land off. That's not a huge issue. It'd be a bit of a, you know, lose a bit of, I don't know if we'd lose money on it. We still have $60,000 loan. But I mean, if we pay that off and end up with 50 grand in the bank and then sell this, whatever it's worth, whatever we paid, 150, I can't even remember now. But it's not a loss. So, but in saying that, there's a little bit of flat land around here. We could throw down some garden beds. We could do a few things up here and have it as a farm that sort of looks after itself. Leave an old harvester up here, an old tractor, and just can be a bit of a standalone thing. We could even buy the land across from us. It's on a bit of a hill, but I mean, we end up getting ourselves some nice big machinery. Eventually, if we can afford it, if we don't burn and die, get this loan paid off. Should be good to go, you know. But there is a lot of trees around here, so we are going to have to get ourselves. I mean, we've got that flat trailer, so we'll probably start stacking some logs on that and getting it out. But I would love to be able to afford a sawmill or a production point before we start selling too many, to get that money flowing and get some productions going, so it's going to be more worth our while. Shoot that a little bit, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to get up and down on this a few more times and jump back with you when we go and see if we can find ourselves a roller. Okie dokie, that was just a little bit there that we missed. I think we are all good now. We'll just double check on the map. Yep. Nothing's missing, so that is perfect. We'll get this down in our shed. Actually, we'll just leave it over here. I don't know who lives there. I don't know what the deal is. I haven't seen anyone. I got told it was being demolished, but I have no idea. Hello? Looks like there's still furniture in there, so who knows? Alright, so we want to see about getting ourselves a roller. What is there that we can afford? 2 meters, 2 meters up. I'm sort of leaning towards this one in all honesty. $3,000, you can't beat it. And the patina's going to match our truck. So, just trying to think what else we need up here. I'm not sure, but we're not going to make much money at all if we're just chilling out doing nothing, so I'm gonna have to chop some of these trees down. Clear out some areas and make us some more cash, but I think so far we're going good. I know there is a few log contracts around that you can get, so we'll have to look at that, but I don't think we can fit much on our trailer. So yeah, let's get down and grab this this roller and get it done. Alrighty, we got it all sorted. Even managed to get the fertilizer on the front. It's a bit nose heavy, like that, but figured if we can get it on with the weight on the back, we'll bring it back. So I'm not complaining because we got it, so that's the main thing. If we had to leave it halfway, I would have been complaining in case someone stole it, but I might just try and stick this in here, and that way when we need it we can get a hold of it, I guess. Alright, let's start this this rolling, get that out of the way, and then all we got to do is get some fertilizer, and in a month or so hopefully we have enough for a harvester. It's not going to take it's not going to be a short little thing, is it? Alright, let's get this sorted. There we go. That is the last of it. Looking good, looking good. So now we've got the basics. We've got seeder, cultivator, roller. We've still got a fair bit of debt. I think we've still got 60k of debt, so We're going to have to work on that. Actually, I might leave this on the back because if we're going to try and lift trees, we don't have a weight. Alright. We'll get this flatbed trailer on. I know this trailer can be used for logging, like it's got log forks you can put on it. So we'll see how much we get for our first, you know, load of trees, etc. Stuck on the wall. And then if it's free to change it over to a log trailer, we'll do that. I mean, even if it's not that expensive, we'll probably do it because we can always change it back to a flat deck trailer. Just trying to think if we can get this on a bit of an angle out here. Shouldn't fall on the house. Let's see how we go. Turned out perfect. I'd have to look at getting a lawnmower or something soonish to get up all this grass. Maybe we could throw in a little silage pit somewhere. Not sure. Perfect. How big is this one? 5.5. So how's that going to go on our truck? Oh, lost it. No. How big's that going to be for our trailer? We can still get a fair bit more on, huh? It's about 7 meters, that trailer, because I'm just using the digits on the bottom in the mini-map. So I'm just wondering, should we try and make a 7 meter one, or just run with what we have for now? I think we'll just use this, and if we're lucky enough to find one that we can cut at 7 meters, we'll try that. But I think for now we'll just go there's 5.5 just there, so let's just move it up a little bit. Try that. Plus we don't have a weight on the back of the tractor, so I don't know if it's going to be able to lift them. That's 6.3. That's close. That's good enough. I want to go. Why is the chainsaw so far over there? Like it's not cutting right in front of me. Something's a bit weird with that. It's working, like it's doing what it's meant to do. Ooh. How long is this one? 15 meters. .6. 6.3. Can't lift it. Bummer, I was hoping that would have been one that we could start to use. Got a little bit longer on that one. What's that? 6.9. Okay, that's our new one. How's that going to go on the trailer? Bummer we couldn't get it to 7 meters, but okay. That's going to be the length that we use for the next couple, because I think think that's around the money, best money, I think. Some people have said 5 meters, some people said 6 meters. You don't know. Now let's see if we can pick this beast up. We do need a weight for the back of it. That would be a lot more helpful. Hopefully we can pick these ones up. I'd love to try and get a couple of trees down for this load. Alright, we can lift that. Can we lift this and the next piece? The tractor does have wheel weights on the rear, and it does have the roller on the back. Okay. Maybe we can get away with not buying weights if we just keep the cultivator or the roller on the back. I'd like to try and put a couple of $1,000 at least down on the loan today or this month if we can, but if we can't, it's not a great deal. We put $10,000 on last month. Come on. Hopeless at this right now. Right, I'm going to fall another tree. I'll get this one done painless for you. And we'll see what we get for these guys. Well, that was a fail. The OBS didn't record that. I took 2 trees down. We sold it for $7,000. You can see the money's gone up. It cost us $1,500 to transfer this into a log trailer, but now it's free if we want to transfer it back to a flat deck trailer because we've already paid for it. So we are going to chop down a couple more trees. This one going to hit our tractor. I'm trying to do this before we've got crops and damage the crops, you know, so. Is it going to hit? Nope, that was good. Almost perfect. Too perfect. Spill that didn't record though, that was good. Pain in the bum that is. I don't know why it does that. I looked over my screensaver was on, I'm like, no. I must have pressed the wrong button to start recording. I re-downloaded OBS because there was some issue when I was having dramas with my ripsaw. I thought, oh, we'll try and restart OBS, you know. At that point I didn't want to go and spend $300 on another capture card, so I'm like, let's see if we can sort out OBS. Downloaded it, I had to set it all back up. I'm like, yeah, it's working good, yep, no worries. Still didn't fix the ripsaw issue, so. And honestly, I didn't expect it to, but it was just getting annoying. Every time I wanted to start recording, if the computer had been off or an update had been done, had to turn on OBS, turn on the Xbox, and then unplug the power cord on the ripsaw because it wasn't, you know, it wouldn't show up on OBS. So you unplug the power cord, you wait 5 minutes, then you plug the monitor in, the screen in, the TV screen, then the Xbox, then the power, and usually then you go into OBS, click deactivate on the ripsaw, reactivate on the ripsaw, and it'd come up. And I'm just like, that just isn't right. And so I checked on, it had been out of warranty for a month. I'm just like, you know, I'm not buying another one of these. And I seen that Elgato had the 60S HD or 60X, I think it was. And it was in stock at my local shop, so I went and grabbed that. honestly. If you're starting out doing this, don't make the same mistake I did. I went and got the Ripsaw because it was in stock. Just spend the extra money and get the Elgato. The picture quality on your screen, like that I'm seeing, even on my TV and my monitor, I don't know, the pass-through on the Ripsaw just was crap. It was low quality, could never get the colours right, always seemed really dark and dull. And I'm like, you know, maybe it's just a capture card or an OBS thing. No. The Elgato shits on it. All over it. And I wish I would have known that or asked somebody before I just went and got it. Bit of a loss for me, but if any of you are doing it, get the Elgato. I don't know about previous models. I can't see them being bad, really. Like, if they were just recent compared to what the Ripsaw was. The local shop had the Ripsaws in stock too. They were on sale. I'm like, nah. I rang a few shops and they're like, nah, no Elgato's in stock yet. They're only online specials. Rang my local shop and they're like, yep, we got one here. I'm like, lock it in. Put it aside for me. Got down there like, we're not even supposed to have this in stock yet, so you're lucky you called because it's not listed as being in stock. But yeah, I'm glad I got that. It just makes a huge difference. Not sure if everyone else has had the same, but yeah, personally, I wouldn't get a Ripsaw again. Is this high enough to push these logs up a little bit? Yes. Get them all level and make sure they're in the forks properly. Who needs a weight like that? This roller has turned out to be a gem. And the fact it's old and a little bit abused, don't have to worry about scratching it. Alright, let's get another couple chopped. We're gonna have to look at getting ourselves a jackhammer to break up all these rocks. And a stump grinder as well to get these stumps out of the ground, because we can't really put anything down here until we have. There is a couple of silage clamps for around $5,000–6,000 mark. They're not very big, but we'd have to find a way of picking up the grass as well. So, you know, it's just, there's ways about making money and decent money, but you got to spend first. So I think we'll have to look and see about getting a forage wagon, because that will be used and come in handy on this field anyway, because, you know, if we do wheat, we get the straw and everything off it, so that will be a given. So, you know, just to start collecting grass and making silage. I mean, we don't have a lot of grass here. There's a bit, probably 20–30,000 litres maybe, but we're gonna need, I don't even know what the cheapest mower's worth. We'll have a quick look. There is a big John Deere one, but I don't think we'll be able to tow that. There's like a slasher style. You got that thing for 50 grand. You got that for 15. That would be killer, but I think we need a bit bigger tractor. You got these, but our tractor doesn't have a front hitch. And if you use that, the center part doesn't get cut. But I'm thinking more along the lines of like, what's that, 1.4, 1.8, more along the lines of this one, I think. $2,000, 3.5 meters. That's what we're gonna go for. Forage wagons, I did download some modded ones, so I think we'll grab that. That's 13,000 liters, 3.5 grand. So what's that? Say 6 grand that we need for that, and then a clamp. Let's say between 5 and 7, depending on how much landscaping needs to be done to keep it level. So yeah, call it 20k. We have that right now, but I think Once we've made 20k, 30k off the logs, I'll probably purchase it. But I really want to get our loan cut down a little bit first. Plus we're going to get less monthly fees if we can get that loan down a bit. Pick this up because it's small enough, we can chunk that in behind that one. Did I move that? At 7.1 meters at 6.9. Might keep this one. Try and chop off like a tiny bit, see if that gets us to 7. Yes. That is the one we're keeping. We can get it over here. So I think if we can sell this load and get another $7,000 to $8,000, we will throw 20,000 or 10,000 more onto the loan, even 5,000 more. And like I said, you know, we need 20-30 grand, but I want to get this loan cut down. And I want to make sure we got the cash to get our harvester. So I know we can make that money easily from silage, but it's sort of, we spend all that money on getting this equipment for silage, and in the next month we don't have time to, it's not finished or something, and our field needs harvesting, we'll be in trouble. So if that sort of happens, we could, you know, always get a loan and get our harvester. I don't want our field to wither and lose it all, so we'll have to be taking it easy with that. But we'll get these ones picked up, put them on the trailer. And I'll see if I can squeeze another one in, but if I can, I'll do that off camera. I don't bore you too much. I reckon we could squeeze one more on there. We're going to try it, because before I got the trailer, I'm like, yeah, we can fit 4 on. So maybe that's like challenge accepted. Okay. Alright, I'll get the next one chopped and we'll see in a minute. Let's go. This is 3 trees. I gave up. It's getting a bit late in the day. I wanted to do it before it got dark. So this is a total of 5 trees today. I know we can make some pretty decent money from trees to get ourselves ahead, and silage, but at the same time I don't want to do just all day chopping lumber or all day cutting grass. I'd like to try and mix it up a little bit. Oh, didn't think that I'd want to go. It's pretty top heavy still, but this is pretty handy, this trailer, being able to change it from a flat deck to a lumber trailer to a tipper trailer to a slurry spreader. Like, it's I like that idea. I don't think I've had a trailer like this before, where you can just take it to the shop and say, hey, I'll be back next month to get it. Just put the different top on it. 11 grand. I was actually expecting more than that, but that will allow us to pay 10 grand more off, which is a win. You know, we haven't done much today. We haven't made much money. I think we made actually 18 grand. We put 10 grand away. That's not to say we can't borrow again. It's just, I would rather have all of this paid off. If we get loans, I don't mind getting loans. I just don't really want to rent things if we can get away with it. Like, renting's good, but I'd just rather not do it in this series if we can get away with it. We can make it a bit too easy, just leasing things all the time. And then you forget that you've got it leased, and 3 months later you're like, damn it, I should have just bought it. I've spent that much money leasing it now. So But that is where we're going to leave this episode today. Thank you for watching. I hope it was okay. Leave a comment below, give us a like and a sub if you want, and we'll see you all in the next one. Keep safe.